Hello, my friends! We're live! How are you guys? I think I'm just gonna start answering some of the questions that are already here. To answer why did I want to start YouTube? Yes, hello, Sir Game Memes. Oh my god, you guys are you from Brazil? I feel like you're from Brazil. Unless you just really like Brazil. But to answer why did I ever want to start YouTube? Wow, so many questions. Okay, I'm gonna start at the top and then we're gonna go down. To answer why I ever think I was gonna start. Oh my goodness, there's so many questions. Oh my god, I'm so overwhelmed. Why did I want to start YouTube? I never really wanted to start YouTube. It wasn't like a conscious thing where I was like, I'm gonna be a YouTuber. I had like no outlet when I was a kid because I was like raised really conservatively and I was in a Christian home and I was homeschooled my whole life, which was awesome. And I don't wish it was any different growing up. But I didn't really have an outlet for music when I was really little. So my older sister suggested YouTube at the time. And I don't know, like I didn't have any intention of anything else coming out of it until, Drown was a thing. And then it was a thing, you know what I'm saying? But prior to that, I don't think I had any expectations of what was going on. But I really like it, and I like being social, and it's a huge social outlet for me. And it was when I was a kid too, because I was like really isolated growing up. So that's one reason. There's so many questions. Have I ever planned making a tour in Europe? No. I mean, I would love to. Yes, obviously, I would like to go everywhere. But I've never toured. And I don't play a lot of shows for various reasons, but I will so come to the UK and Europe when I do start playing shows. Thank you. What's my favorite color? Probably like really bright blue, like electric blue, but I don't have anything in this room that is that shade of blue, but like a really bright, like better than sky blue. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. How do I see how many of you are on here? Because I've never done this before. Do y'all know? I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of you right now. That's all I'm saying. Let's see. Did you know you were going to come this far? I'm going to try and answer like all of your questions if I can. I don't really know what that means because I don't feel like I had any expectations. Like, I think every kid has like a goal. I hope every kid has a dream. You're supposed to. I think it's been kind of surreal because it hasn't been like a huge like jump to things. Like I started YouTube when I was like 13. I'm 21 now, and that was like that's how many years it's taken to that's how long it's taken to create a process that kind of works, and I'm just now figuring out what kind of works like in the last couple of years. So I think it's all kind of surreal. It's more like a lifestyle now, but I will say I definitely thought that I had the capability of certain things, but I don't think I knew I wanted certain things when I first had these dreams. So no, I did not think I would come this far. Yes, age, I'm 21, just like I said. Will you marry me? Yes. Thank you from the comments about my hair. I dyed it blue recently. Oh, this is my favorite color. Too bad you can't see it because my webcam is shit. I don't know what Marmite is. Marmite or apple crumble with gravy. This does sound really bad. I'll just take a plain apple crumble, but I don't know what Marmite is. That sounds like that Vegemite stuff. Will you make more covers on Bring Me the Horizon? Possibly. I actually haven't even heard their new album, but I was thinking about covering some songs from the new album. So if you guys have any songs from that record that you like so much, comment below. and I'll see what I can do. Oh my god, I got so many questions and I love this. I kid you not, you guys, like prior to this, I was like reading about how to like make the most out of your Q&As, and like the top recommendation was like engage, and I was like, that's what a live stream is. So it was just retarded for me to look that up. Let's see. What was homeschooling like back then? For me, the way my mom homeschooled me, right? My dad worked a contract job when I was younger, and so like my older sister lived in like 12 different states by the time she was 10 years old. I'm one of 3 girls. I'm the middle child. And I have 2 sisters and 2 half brothers, and all of my sisters and me, both my sisters and me, were homeschooled. So, the way we did it, I was like a really difficult child growing up. I'm not like traditionally book smart. I don't thrive in math. I don't thrive in spelling. I don't thrive in reading. Like, I know basic things, but I was not passionate about that at all. But I feel like because I was homeschooled, I had a whole lot of free time. And my mom and my dad were both really encouraging of like artistic ambitions and things. And they were fine with me not going to college as long as I like had a direction in mind. And so the idea behind the way my mom homeschooled me was like called interest-led learning. So like I released my first record when I was 15. And then like, for example, like I love baking and I love cooking and stuff. Like she would just count that as food science because I would be like making up things in the kitchen, like not using recipes, just inventing things. So she would count that as my science credit. So by the end of high school, when I graduated, I had all of these credits for just things that I loved doing. So if I did want to go to college, then I have like an extensive list of things that actually matter to me, as opposed to not shitting on like public school at all. But like for me, I feel like it was a really good thing because I didn't want to go to college, and it allowed me to have so much free time that I got to learn, 7 instruments, and I got to release a record, and I got to become passionate about fitness, and it was very encouraging for me. It was just kind of like isolating at the same time. Are you still Christian? I feel like I was raised in a Christian Baptist environment for sure. I don't really consider myself anything at this point, not like out of apathy, or I don't think there's anything wrong with Christianity. I feel like I believe in a lot of Christianity, but I also believe in a lot outside of it. Like, I don't know about reincarnation. I don't know about I don't know. I don't know anything for sure. And I'm not saying that out of insecurity. It's more like open-mindedness. And I feel more confident in that than I do saying that I'm a Christian. So no, I wouldn't say I'm a Christian, but I'm very spiritual, and I'm highly intuitive with those things. And I think those are very, very, very important. Spirituality is extremely, extremely important. So don't misunderstand me when I say things like that, I'm completely in love with your old second and submarine cover. Thank you. That's awesome. I love that you learned piano because of that. That makes me feel so good. Zoe, I feel like that kind of covers your question on like religion. Like I wouldn't say religious because it's funny. I was just talking to my sister about religion and stuff. We were in the car talking for a couple hours about it. I'm like kind of anti anything organized because I feel like faith and spirituality is a very personal experience. And when a mass amount of people have the exact same, I'm trying to be careful about what I say here too, because I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I feel like when a mass amount of people have the same conviction or the same experience at the same time, I feel like you just have to be careful with manipulation in religion and conviction and things like that. And just as long as it's a personal experience, now I don't know what's in somebody's heart. So I'm never going to say like I'm against religion or I'm against anything like that. But I don't consider myself to be religious. So no. I'm like scrolling down. There's more and more comments. Oh my goodness. Maybe I won't have, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to answer all these. Oh my goodness. There's so many. Let's see. My favorite song at this moment is something from Bleacher's album. I think it's called Like a River Runs. Let me look at it. It's called Like a River Runs. And I flip flop between favorite albums all the time, but that one has like made it back on the list, and that song I listen to over and over and over again. So definitely that one. Oh, I know you. Was there anything that really suddenly inspired you to pursue music so heavily? Or if not inspiration, what was it? Um, when I was really little, I was a gymnast for like 6 years, from the age of like 3 to like 9 or something like that. And at that time, like I've always been a really ambitious kid. At that time, I was like going to be in the Olympics. I wanted to be a contortionist. Like I had all these really big ambitions. After that, I picked up my first instrument, which was banjo, and then I started singing. And I feel like after singing, it kind of just snowballed from there. Like I've always been really competitive and really ambitious, and I think when you become passionate about something and you're competitive, like that just kind of goes hand in hand. And my family was really encouraging of it, so um, I'm not really sure what it was. I just felt like it was never really a question. It was just something that I was passionate about, and I felt like I was okay at it. So I don't know. Your covers from 7 years ago really inspired me. How were you able to figure out chords and stuff? That's a great question. I took lessons for two of my instruments, like mandolin and banjo. I took lessons for. The other stuff I kind of just heard, especially piano. Like I can't read sheet music at all. Any piano cover you guys have ever seen has just been improv, like entirely. So I've gotten questions about what are the chords you use and what are the sheet music you use. I have no idea what I'm playing, which like on one side it's really cool. On the other side it's really annoying because I go to like produce something with someone and I can't tell them what I'm playing. So we have to like go through it meticulously and figure out. I used a lot of just what is that website? It's guitar something. Ultimateguitar.com is where I found all of my chords and stuff. And just went through it like song by song. And after a while, I feel like you accumulate enough knowledge of chords to kind of improv. But I mean, I just had a lot of free time, so I don't know. We are 40 under the video. I feel like that was said a long time ago, but you're letting me know how many people there are, so thank you. What's the best song you've ever written and why? What's the best song you've ever written and why is it First Time Stranger? I'm confused about that question. If the question is what is the best song I've ever written, it's really hard to answer. I feel like all the songs I've written are very close to my heart. I have a very biased opinion about that since they are my own songs. To be honest, I tend to like listen to my album when it's being recorded and then I like never listen to it again. Like I don't listen to my music in my free time. I think that lyrically, Note to Self, that song will make me cry to this day just because it was written in such a heart-wrenching time for me. That was a couple summers ago, and I felt like I said everything that I wanted to say, like really profoundly. And I felt like I understood myself and it was very intuitive. So I think for me personally, like lyrically, that's the best song I've ever written. Oh my goodness, thank you guys. You're all over the place. I'm so excited about this. I never do live streams. I don't know why I don't do live streams. And I'm really gonna try to like answer all these questions. I'm thinking we'll do this for like an hour if we can. You've been singing a long time, but vocally, are you confident in your abilities as a singer? I think yes. I think I'm not confident, like confident. I'm not like insecure about the way I play instruments, but I'm not as confident in instruments as I am in my vocals. But I feel like singing is the one thing I'm really good at. And I don't mean that in a cocky way. I just mean that in like it's the one thing in life that I really like doing and I feel like I'm really good at. And yeah, I would say that I'm pretty confident in my vocals, but I of course always have things to learn too. So when should we plan the wedding? Oh man, I'm totally kidding. I mean, maybe. I'm in a relationship right now, So that could be a little complicated, but I'll ask my boyfriend. Um, your voice is beautiful. Thank you so much. Hello from the Dominican Republic. Oh my God, you all are everywhere. You've been a fan since the Pierce the Veil cover. I don't know which one you're talking about, but that was probably in like 2015, so that's insane. Why is there a hatchet behind you? I'm in my younger sister's room, and um, I don't know, but that's a real thing. I thought maybe it was not a real thing, but it is, and I don't know why she has it. It was probably like a stocking stuffer for all I know. My family is insane. I'm probably going to die in about a year. Need love. Recommend some songs that you're currently listening. Okay. All right. On the listening to songs note, like I said, I've been jamming to Bleacher's album. I just like so many of their songs. I miss those days right now. It's been my jam. Like a River Runs has been so good. I've been listening to a lot of M83 lately. What else have I been listening to? I've been listening to a lot of Millennium lately and Odessa because I love the production on those songs. It's so good. Let's see what else. Oh my God, y'all are so nice. What kind of background had you developed in music prior to posting YouTube videos covers? Were you taught, or are you just naturally talented, which is what I believe? Thank you. That's really sweet. What kind of background had I had? Like, I don't think I had any music lessons prior to posting videos on YouTube. Like, if you go back to the first one, which I think right now might be a Pierce the Veil cover. Oh my God, if that's the one that guy was just talking about, that's insane. Holy crap. Yeah, I hadn't had any like music lessons or anything like that prior to posting on YouTube. My mom's pretty musically talented. My dad can sing, but neither one of them are musicians really. Like my mom's an interior designer, but my grandfather plays music, so I feel like that's probably where I get it from. However, I feel like you guys have actually watched me grow up. Like that first cover was like the beginning of myself, and then like I am where I am now. But you guys have like literally watched my whole process as a musician, which is really cool to me. I didn't listen to Jamie. I didn't listen to Bring Me the Horizon's new album yet. I keep hearing a lot of people talk about it. They're saying it's like a lot more poppy than their last albums, which I feel like we kind of expected that, but I haven't heard it yet. Would you ever release chords and stuff for your old originals? Would you ever recover your originals? I've been living for Real Art Doesn't Complain, and I really want to perform it for a talent show. Oh, if you do that, please tag me in it, and I will share it because I love that. I definitely would think about releasing chords. I'm not sure about my older covers, just because I feel like I have so much new material that hasn't been released, like 50 plus songs that have not been released, that have not been written or composed to yet. And we had just had Wormwood come out. We're already working on new material now. There's a single coming out next month called Fossils. And like, I feel like I would rather encourage those newer songs and like the newer sound that I'm passionate about right now. I would consider recovering my old originals though. Like I redid First Time Stranger in the last album because I knew that was like a big one for you guys. So I thought that would be cool to do. And I have revisited Real Art Doesn't Complain, and that is in the process, along with Panic Cells. Does any artist inspire you? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely, absolutely. I think that, in my younger days, even now, like everyone's gonna say Paramore, right? Like everyone's gonna say Paramore because Hayley Williams is a firecracker and she's awesome. So I think she always really inspired me, especially her stage presence, because I don't know any other female artist to have stage presence like Hayley Williams does. Like, let's just say it. Like, Lacey Mosley was awesome, still is. Like, you got tons of other artists that are female fronted or bands that are female fronted that still kick ass, but no one's like Hayley Williams. So definitely her. But I really, really, really like Odessa right now. I like the etherealness of their backing tracks. Bleachers, M83, MGMT's lyrics. Oh, those are so heart-wrenching. Definitely them. And then I also listen to like a lot of creepy indie music like Sufjan Stevens and the Lumineers. I love those guys, and those inspire the crap out of me. So definitely them. Oh, hi Nick. How are you, buddy? When are we moving into the Audrey Hollow house? Really? I don't know. Why don't you just ask him? Because honestly, we probably would take you up on that. You guys have like, it's like a 3-bedroom place. You said you're paying like $750 a piece. Like, I'm down. Oh my god, I just lost my place in the comments. And now I have to scroll. Hold on 1 second. Found it. Okay. Next one. What's your favorite music genre? Oh my god, I skipped over Cameron. Hi, Cam. I love you. What's your favorite music genre? I don't think I have a favorite. I think the only genre of music that I don't like is maybe like, I don't really like teeny bopper pop. Like, I hate it. I don't even know if this is a genre. It's just the kind of music that I don't like. Like, I would say, I think Shawn Mendes has a song out that right now that's like just a guitar and his vocals are like really, really, really polished, and there's like one kick going on in the back, and it's like not shitting on Shawn Mendes at all, and it might not even be him, but there's something going on in that song that's not good. Like, if a song is going to be acoustic, it should be filled with flaws because it's acoustic. But I don't know, like really teeny bopper pop, but I don't know what genre that is. So that, and then maybe like radio rock. Like, I don't like 3 Days Grace sort of stuff. I feel like it's really predictable. But otherwise, I feel like all the other genres are my favorites. So, can I take you out on a date sometime soon? Are we talking like a romantic date or like a buddy date? Because if it's not a romantic date, the answer is yes. But I'm in a relationship right now. So, did you watch A Star is Born? Did you like the songs? I haven't seen it yet. I was going to see it over the summer when I was with some friends, but I didn't get a chance to. Is it good? Because I love Lady Gaga. Let's see. I love you guys so much. There's so many of you. Are you releasing any more original stuff anytime soon? Yeah, absolutely. Like the single Fossils that I've been working on comes out next month. We don't have like a specific release date for it. I think I'm kind of aiming towards the end of the month, but I haven't talked to anyone about that. That's just kind of the release date in my head, like more time to make things cool, I guess, in my head. But Fossils should be coming out next month. And then there's going to be a bunch of cool stuff that we're releasing over the summer. There's going to be some really cool stuff, but I don't want to talk about that yet. I've kind of been mentioning some stuff about a trilogy, which is going to be like 3 songs, but like they're going to be really awesome songs, and they're going to kind of have a theme, like concept. So that's going to be coming out in the summer. But yeah, next month Fossils comes out for sure. I love you too, and I love you too. What was your inspiration to your song Bleachless? It's a very old song. I don't know. That's one of those songs where like I talk about how I don't really struggle with depression much, but then I listen to that song and I'm like, I think I was struggling with depression because there's like some dark ass lyrics in that song. I don't know. I was like 15 when I wrote that one. I think that I was like, I don't know. I think 15 and 16 were really hard years for me. And I want to say I wrote the song when I was 15. Maybe it was 16. But like I remember that just being the year where like everything was going wrong. I just moved to a new place, and I was excited about the place. But then I got there and nothing was going right. And maybe it was just like apathy or like the feeling of being stuck, I think. And then like that song was just a manifestation of those feelings. And the whole point of that song being called Bleachless was like you bleach things out when they're wrong, right? Like if you have a stain, you bleach it out. If you have a flaw, you bleach it out. So the point was of the song being called Bleachless was when these toxins leave us, is that when we'll be bleachless? Was just about like wondering what we're like without problems as people. It's just another song about the human condition. Oh my god, Zoe, you're so cool. That makes me so happy. Am I a fan of Harry Potter? Nah, I'm not a fan of Harry Potter. I just haven't made it through all the movies because I have a very short attention span. But I mean, the ones I have seen, I really do enjoy. Why have I not participated in programs like The Voice? Because I feel like I had some opportunities with The Voice when I released my first record, like some big opportunities with The Voice. I had like some interconnections, and I've also had personal requests to come do private auditions at American Idol or America's Got Talent. But I think for me, I grew up watching like Warped Tour documentaries, okay? And then you get like a The Voice like requests, and I'm like, nah, I don't want this shit. Like, not because The Voice is shit. I don't think that at all. But I think that everyone who auditions there has talent. And it's still a reality TV show. And when I watched things like Warped Tour documentaries with Kevin Lyman growing up, like, it was all about the struggle. It was all about like the ride or die mentality and like having a really cool testimony to things. And I felt like if I were going to be on a reality TV show, I was going to lose the struggle. Like I was going to have no story getting there. And that was honestly my reason for not doing it. Singing my song lyrics, and I love you too. Would you ever consider doing music for a movie or series if you were approached about it? Yes, absolutely. I think it would be amazing to compose a soundtrack. Like I would be so down. Cameron and I have talked about that several times, and I'm absolutely all about it. Do I find it very difficult to learn piano? It's kind of like I said earlier. Like I feel like it's very difficult to read sheet music because it's like learning math. Like it's like doing geometry or something. It's like a completely different language. I feel like if I sat down and learned and like really, really, really wanted to learn it, then I could. But there's also a part of me that thinks that if I sat down and learned like music theory or sheet music, then I wouldn't be able to write songs the way I do now. Like I would have this knowledge that I can't unlearn in my head. So I don't find it difficult to learn piano, but I feel like it's really difficult to learn sheet music. And I don't find it difficult to learn piano because I just fuck around until it works. Like, yeah. Can you say my name? Colton Adam. Yes. Also, would you ever do a cover of Kick Me by Sleeping with Sirens? I was actually just listening to this song the other day. I'm not opposed to it. In fact, I'm going to start making a list of all of the songs you guys recommend right now. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been trying to do a cover a week right now, or like a song a week, an upload a week. And so I'm going to make a list right now. Okay, Alex. Name your top 3 bands at the moment. I feel like I've been doing this, but Bleachers. You know what? Let me just look at my Pandora stations because I don't use Spotify. I use Pandora still. So let me just look at those stations and I'll tell you. Oh, Halsey. Bleachers. And I want to say Judah and the Lion. Judah and the Lion's like this indie band from Nashville that I love so much. So definitely them. I don't have a favorite song. That's so hard to choose. What time is it where you live? Right now it's 6:30 p.m. I'm in North Carolina right now, live streaming from my sister's bedroom. You were once a babysitter. My childhood friend, Lainey and Wyatt. Miss you. Oh, Oh my goodness. I love Lainey and Wyatt. I think about them all the time. For those of you who don't know who Lainey and Wyatt are, they're these twins that I used to babysit in Georgia, and they used to take the beads from my dreadlocks and they keep them in little special boxes by their TVs. And I talk to their mom all the time still, and they still keep their little beads in their boxes. I think that's the sweetest thing in the whole world. Let's see. Jared. Learning by ear definitely opens a lot of doors, but it made some things more difficult. I don't regret it, but what are your thoughts on learning like that? On sheet music? Yeah, I think I just addressed that. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with learning sheet music. I think there's perks to it for sure. And I would like to learn to probably do that eventually. But for me, I'm just like, I'm not on a piano to like impress a bunch of people. I don't feel like I use the piano so I can write my songs, and that's about it. Because like all of my songs start from a piano or a guitar. So I feel like it's kind of just a tool. If I were a pianist, I feel like I'd probably learn sheet music, but I don't consider myself that. What's your favorite book or song at the moment? I don't read books because I don't have an attention span. And I also don't have a favorite song because I like a lot of them right now. Why is someone talking about Trump? It's just like trolling. I think it's really funny. Let's see. Have you ever thought of doing a Demi Lovato cover? Something like Stone Cold would be sick. I actually don't listen to a whole lot of Demi Lovato. I really only know the songs that have been on the radio recently. But again, I'm gonna write it down. Cool. Mama by Chemical Romance. There are so many My Chemical Romance songs that I have attempted to cover in the past and just never like went through with them. Not because they were too hard or I didn't like them or anything, but just because I don't know, just time didn't allow for it. But God, there's so many good ones by My Chemical Romance. I'm really glad you reminded me of that because I'm definitely gonna cover them. Do I know any Spanish? No. In fact, I went to Peru over December and I couldn't say anything to anybody and it was hilarious. I can some comments about Paris in there. What Paris cover would you like to see? Nathaniel King. Oh, everyone's got so many nice things to say. I lost myself in the comments again. I have to scroll. Give me a second. You guys are all so nice. Welcome to Tennessee. Thank you. Yes, we're going to be there next week again. I'm so excited. I also can't stand Shawn Mendes. I'm not saying that I can't stand Shawn Mendes. I'm just saying that I think it was him or someone that sounded like him. That was on the radio the other day, and it just wasn't my cup of tea. That's all. Sorry for the question, but could you take your shoes off and show us what color socks you have? Best regards, Kristen. I'm actually not wearing shoes because, like, who wears shoes inside their house? I am barefoot. Totally barefoot. And yeah. However, I almost put these socks on, and they are blue with little cats that play accordions on them. And I think they're very nice. More Bring Me the Horizon covers. You guys are just like Bring Me the Horizon addicts. But I'm going to write it down. Mother tongue. You guys are all so sweet. There's not a single mean person on here. Have I ever had an abortion? No, I've never been pregnant before. Also, I don't think I would have an abortion. I think I wanna be a mother too badly to get an abortion. What was your inspiration behind rose-colored lenses? That was one of the first songs that I wrote for Wormwood, and that song, if you notice in each verse, it goes through a different age. So it says 11 years old, a clean slate, and then it says 30 years old, and then it goes to 60 years old, and it's kind of just about how like you have the innocence of a child, but you still go through like crises periodically through life where you want a clean slate, like you want to start over and you want to see life a different way, which is what those lines were supposed to portray. Um, and that was when I first moved to Los Angeles, and I was really enamored with a lot of things, and I think I felt like very, very, very youthful when I wrote that. And then, you go through a part where it talks about self harm, and that's talking about like demons you face. And then, everything's always okay because no one really sleeps alone when you're loved, which is the next part. And that was kind of like conclusion of the song. But it's just kind of like a circle of life song. Another, do you speak Spanish? No, I don't speak any other language. And thank you, Daniel. Thank you so much. Like, I love that line too. Hi from Brazil. Hi from North Carolina. Do you like the Doors? Yes. No, I don't find Jim Morrison attractive. I don't really find very many people attractive, if I'm being honest, though. I'm kind of weird with that shit. Do you have any end goals, long-term goals in terms of your career? Yeah, for sure. I feel like my goals have changed a lot since I started this journey. Because you can't I don't have like a 5-year plan or something, or I can't prepare for the life experience I'm gonna have in 10 years or the doors that will open during that time. But if we're talking about like music goals, unrealistically or realistically, depending on I guess who's watching, I would love to headline and sell out a tour internationally. I would love to score a soundtrack. I want to make concept videos and do like trilogy music videos for those. And honestly would love to do a lot more like hands-on things with you guys in the near future. And that's more like a short-term goal. But long-term goals, yeah. And I would also like to play things like Coachella. Like I want to headline Coachella really badly because I feel like that's totally my scene. I want to have Eliza Grace temporary tattoos. That way we can all have Eliza Grace lyrics tattooed on our body. It'll be awesome. But yeah, I feel like those are my long-term goals right now. Do you live in Austin? No, I was in Austin for a short period of time this last summer. I was there for like a month, and then I went to San Antonio for 3 months. But after that, I kept moving around as usual. From Melbourne, Australia. Is there a scary thing about Australia that you as a foreigner fear about visiting here? I think that Australia is like the better America, if I'm being honest. Like I was just talking to someone the other night about nukes and radiation and stuff, and we were just talking about like whatever is going on with our president in America right now. And then we were talking about Russia, and we just had this whole conversation, and then I was just like, Australia doesn't have anything bad going on. You guys are just such a peaceful place. I tried to visit Perth last year. Cameron and I are trying to go to Perth at the end of this year, along with New Zealand. The only thing that I fear about Australia is maybe kangaroos, but that's like a personal, deep-rooted issue that I don't know where it comes from. I just feel like kangaroos have been around for so long. I feel like, okay, that sounds weird. I feel like kangaroos, there's like 9 kangaroos in the whole world, right? And I feel like they've been around since the beginning of time, and they have all this knowledge, and I don't like a dolphin, like they're really intelligent like a dolphin, and then I don't know. I just feel like they're probably part of the Illuminati or something, and I don't know where that information comes from. I just feel like you hear a lot of weird stories about them where they're like breaking into people's houses. So other than that, though, I feel like you guys are a better USA. How old are you? I'm 21. I'll be 22 in December. Um, do you like anime and drawing anime? I used to watch more anime than I do now, but yes. Do I like Linkin Park? Yes. Maybe a cover of Rise Against. I will make a note of it. Um, I love you too. I don't know what some of these questions are. Um, I don't know what people are talking about with the replay. Looking for a girl like you. I appreciate that. Um, this guy asks if I'm a virgin. I posted a whole video on this actually. I did a whole podcast on this thing called um Lost It. Yeah, it was called Lost It. And it was by my producer's girlfriend who ran the podcast. And it was all about virginity stories and stuff because I'm like really public about it. Yeah, I'm a virgin. And if you're interested in knowing more information about that, you can just go watch the podcast. But it's on my YouTube channel if y'all want to watch it for some reason. Let's see. This is so cool. I feel like there's a lot of racist things going on in this chat right now. Let's see. My first tattoo was this one right here. And it was inspired by a Flyleaf song called Arise. And this is the closest translation that I could find to it in the Hebrew language. And it means to be created or to rise up. And I got it right here because I was like nervous about getting my first tattoo. And I wanted it really small, but after I got it, I was like, piece of cake. But yeah, that's it. What do you do in your free time next to traveling and making music? Traveling takes up a lot of it right now, but traveling is just traveling. Like you're just getting to one destination. I'm really big into health and like fitness and stuff. I love to paint. I like to oil paint a lot. I'm a really big outdoors person. Like I love hiking and that sort of thing. I'm trying to think of what else. Recently, it's just been a lot of travel and a lot of music stuff. Oh, I love film. Duh. Like, I love film. I do tons of photography. I have a whole separate Instagram page for it called Eliza Grace Travels, and it's like all the photography I've been taking. I love doing that. Like, I've developed a huge passion for that lately. Let's see. You're really pretty, and do you love cats and anime and drawing? I'm sick. I'm confused about this comment. Thank you for the compliments. I do love cats and anime and drawing. And I'm sorry you're sick. I think that's what that comment means. Sorry. You need to come play at the Exit in Nashville. Do you live in Nashville? Because if you live in Nashville, we should definitely meet up. I don't know anything about that city. I just know that I'm moving there spontaneously. So I will also write that down right now. Dexter asks, do you have a boyfriend? Yes, I do. We've been together since June of last year. Let's see. Do you like Paramore? Yes. Who doesn't like Paramore? Don't know what half of these comments are. But thank you. There's a lot of compliments in here and I really appreciate that. Do you have a grumpy side? Yeah, I think everyone has a grumpy side. Absolutely. I don't feel like don't want to say if I get grumpy, and I don't really get angry. But I feel like I just get quiet. Like when I get grumpy, I get quiet and then I take a lot of alone time. Like I probably do that frequently. Um, but yeah, I don't know. But I don't really get angry that often. Sleepwalking was great. Thank you guys so much. Also, I think I'm just gonna do like 15 more minutes of this because there's some stuff going on upstairs that I want to be a part of. But it's been really fun. So thank you guys so much for being here. I don't understand some of these comments. What are your opinion of nacho fries at Taco Bell? I've never had them because I don't eat Mexican food. Because I don't eat sour cream or beans, or I feel like it's just a recipe for disaster if you have like Mexican food. Because no offense to Mexican food, like I love salsa and guacamole and stuff, but like I feel like if you just got like beans and cheese and dairy and sour cream and stuff in like one dish, you're just asking for trouble. So I don't eat Mexican food. Have you ever been to Las Vegas? Yes, I lived there for 4 months, 2 summers ago. I'm not like, I don't dislike Las Vegas. I just had some really rough experiences there, so I don't see myself going back anytime soon. All right, let's see. We're down to the Paris cover now. Okay. Winter by Paris. Got it. I'm writing it down. Cool. Okay. Have you ever been to another country? I've been to Peru. I was there for my 21st birthday. I actually went to Peru for a week, and I went from Lima all the way to Cusco to Machu Picchu for my 21st, and that was amazing. Like I love traveling so much, but I don't have a lot of people to travel with, and I don't really feel comfortable going to a whole lot of countries alone right now, just because I don't speak any other languages. And like even in Peru, like had I not been with someone else, like I would not have been able to talk to anybody. So, but yeah, like I want to go to so many different countries this year. Hi from Argentina. So cool. Barbecue or ketchup? Ketchup for sure. But ketchup on my ketchup. So good. Hi from Italy. Thanks, Jared. You're really sweet. I think it's cool that you're like following. It's kind of crazy to see your comments on my videos because you guys are kind of nostalgic to me. What's your opinion on abortion? That's a strong subject to bring up on a YouTuber's live chat. My opinion on abortion is personal. I'm gonna say it's personal. I'm never gonna have an abortion. But I'm just gonna say it's a personal opinion because just for the sake of all of this right now. God, lots of cover requests. I love this. Are you interested in energetic healing or feeling things with your heart? Yes, I believe so. Are we talking about like chakras and things? Because I have, interacted with many people who like shamans and things like that, but I don't know what you're talking about. Energetic healing. Tell me more. I feel like I'm getting a lot of weird comments. Like the more I scroll down, the more I'm getting like weird comments. What's your opinion on autism and learning disabilities? That's another weird, interesting question, but I think that everybody has learning disabilities to an extent. Autism is no different. Learning disabilities, I mean, like my younger sister is dyslexic and dysgraphic. I'm partially dyslexic. I have ADHD, whatever. I think that each situation is unique and they should all be addressed in unique ways. And if I don't know the situation, then I'm not going to give an opinion on it. Have you seen 13 Reasons Why? No, I haven't. I just know the soundtrack, and there's some good bands who are on that show. I'm probably gonna like skip down the list a little bit so I can like pick some comments out specifically since I've only got like 10 more minutes, okay guys? Um don't even get me started on Real Friends. Where was I talking about the band Real Friends? That's a line in Kansas, and no, I was talking about I had an amazing summer one time when I was with a bunch of these friends of mine from West Virginia, and I felt like, kind of when you have people around you that are saying that your friends aren't good influences or something based on a limited amount of knowledge they have about those friends. That's what I was talking about. I was like, don't even get me started on Real Friends because I have what I need like right here. That's all that was talking about in that song. That's what Kansas is all about. Oh my goodness, there's so many of these. Do you have any other tattoos on your body? Yes, I have 8 tattoos, I think. I have like a big chest tattoo here. That is a tattoo from, or it's a quote from the French book, The Little Prince. I have a tattoo on my arm right here. It's a matching tattoo with my mom. I have a grilled cheese on the back of my arm. And I have 2 tattoos on my legs, and I have a neck tattoo, and it's my astrological sign. What? Please accept. What is going on? There are so many trolls on this channel right now, or on this chat right now. You ever considered doing a cover of Casa de Luz? Do you mean like if you mean a live version? Yes, I've been getting tons of requests to do that, and it's piano, so it would be perfect. And I'm at my parents' house right now, and we have a baby grand here, so I could track it on that, which would be, or a stand-up piano, I mean, which would be really, really cool. You guys are so sweet. You're saying the nicest things. How long have you been oil painting? Where can I see what you're doing there? I've been oil painting for a long time. I've been doing just like visual art for a long time. I'm working on a cupcake right now. It's a dragon cupcake and so cute. And I've been working on it for the last week, but I don't know if I'll have the attention span to get it done. So, but if I do post about it, I'll post about it on Instagram. Not a question, but you have amazing voice. Thank you so much. Can you add your boyfriend to the chat maybe? I don't know if I can like add someone to the chat, like the YouTube chat, because I've never done this before. I don't think I can. And he's not here right now. He's actually in Chicago. So I can't like pull him into the room. I'm sorry. Any other time he'd probably be like right behind me, but he's in Chicago right now. I'm reading Jesse Albro's comment. I can't wait to visit Nashville. There seems like there's so many amazing places to play there. If I could do a collaboration with, oh hi Jamie, I know who you are too. I love it when you guys are on the chat and I've had like personal engagement with you guys prior to this because I feel like I'm just talking with a bunch of friends. It's the coolest thing. If you could do a collaboration with any artists, who would it be and why? That's a really good question. And I think about this on a daily basis. I don't know. I'm gonna choose something like Elton John because he's like the shit. And that's the only answer I have for you right now. Did you get to see llamas in Peru? Yes. In fact, I have like these gloves that are like llama fur or whatever, but I went to the top of Machu Picchu and there was a llama hanging out there at 16,000 feet in the air. And I was like, were you born here? Like, were you raised here? It's amazing. Llamas everywhere. Let's see. I have a pretty random question. What's the worst you've ever had to pee but couldn't go? I feel like if I just tell myself I don't have to pee, then I don't have to pee. But there are other times when like, I feel like I've had times where I've had to pee really bad and then I go pee and it like takes a while for me to actually pee. Or it takes like multiple segments, which I feel like is really unhealthy for my bladder, but that has happened before. Wow, there's So many comments. Can you please sing a song? I can't sing a song right now, but I'll sing a song for you later. There are so many comments. Got a 21 Pilots cover request. I'm gonna put that on there because I love them. I love their new record. I love your original songs. What's your writing process like? It's different for every song, I'd say. But I feel like it almost always starts on an organic instrument like piano or guitar, like something simple where I can just like strum on, and like especially piano because they're just keys. Like it's not like learning a new finger placement. It's just like pretty self-explanatory, I feel like. So normally I'll start with a melody. I'm always writing lyrics because it's like my diary. So I'll find something that I'm most excited about, and if I feel like it matches the vibe and the cadence and like the time signature and things like that of the melody that I'm writing, then I might use it. But otherwise, I'll dig back at my other lyrics and I'll find something that'll work. That's typically how it goes. And then I'll get on my platform and I'll start producing it. And then once I have a demo, I'll give it to Cameron and he'll start like either embellishing on it or mix it and master it. Where are you from? I was born in Florida, St. Augustine, Florida, and then I was raised in Georgia, North Carolina until I moved out when I was 18 and I went out west. However, like I don't have a current place I lived. I haven't lived anywhere really since I was 18. What's my favorite film? The Little Prince, hands down. The Little Prince, like the new version, the Netflix original with Jeff Bridges. Favorite film ever. How do you get along with your siblings? We are all very close. Like I said, I have 2 half brothers. We don't talk that much because we were not raised together, but we don't have bad relationships at all. None of us do. And my 2 sisters and I, like we've been friends like our entire lives. So I think that was just another thing that happened. We were homeschooled, but we're all really close. My younger sister, I actually just took a night trip last night and we went to Nashville. We spent the night there at an Airbnb and we're just like talking about philosophy and stuff. It was awesome. My dog says hi. That's awesome. Tell your dog I said hi. Would you get a Wormwood tattoo? Oh my god, I forgot about that one. I have a Wormwood tattoo actually. And you can look at it. You can see it on my Instagram, but it's on my thigh, like right where my hip bone is. It says Wormwood, and then it's got a little rocket ship and a bunch of stars. Me and Cameron and my childhood best friend, we all have matching Wormwood tattoos, and we got them for when the record came out. Thank you guys for like staying so much on the chat. Like I know a lot of you are getting ready to leave now, so thank you so much. I'm still reading these. These are amazing comments. Hello, do you know Turkey? Are you talking about a language? Are we talking about a place? I don't know what we're talking about right now. Which one of your original songs is your favorite? I think again, like lyrically, Note to Self is my favorite, and I would love to like go in depth with the meaning behind that song, and I might even do like a separate series on explaining the lyrics behind each song, because there's so much conviction in those for me. So I would definitely say lyrically that. However, the one that's coming out next month called Fossils, I think might be the best song. I don't want to say the best song I've ever written, but it's more different than anything else I've written. And I produced it, and Cam mixed and mastered it, and we were both so excited about it. So Fossils is going to be really cool. I can't wait for that one. Do you listen to Panic at the Disco? Yes, of course I do. I don't have a least favorite album because I think they're all good. Is there a song that I'm afraid to cover? Is there a song that I'm afraid to cover? I don't think there's a song I'm afraid to cover, because a cover is like my own rendition of it. So if something is like awful and I feel like I can't, if a song is like too much for me, like honestly, and I'm like, I can't do this, like if it's a metal song, like that's all screaming, then I can make my own rendition of it and I can sing it so I don't feel like it's intimidating. I'm just gonna have to own it and do it my own way, but I don't think I'm scared to cover anything. Yes, I have a boyfriend. Amity Affliction. I'm gonna add that. All right, guys. I think it's time for me to go. But this has been so fun. This has been so fun for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and maybe I should do more of these more often. I feel like I should do more live streams because it's long live Carrot King. That's what I was gonna say, except I wasn't, because I don't know what that means. But I feel like I should do more live streams because I like being personal with you guys, and I like doing this in real time. Because I feel like I always overthink live streams or something, or I don't know what I think is gonna happen. Nothing bad's ever gonna happen, and I'm not nervous about them by any means. But I think I forget how much I enjoy them, and then I do them. So, all right, guys. I feel like you're all like voting for a live stream. So, and maybe we'll have Cameron here next time. We can like both do a thing together. So, and you guys can learn more about him. He's in Chicago right now because he's doing the Cupcake Dragon. All right, I'll show you guys like my oil painting and stuff. Also, like, let me know if y'all want to see like what you all want to see on YouTube videos, because like I've been doing vlogs lately because I feel like I love looking at like home videos and stuff. So let me know what you want to see. Anything at all. And I love you guys so much. And please get excited about Fossils that comes out next month. I'll be posting more updates about that, especially on Instagram here soon. So, all right, guys. I love you so much. Goodbye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye.